I own a farm in North Carolina, and I can tell you for a fact that these raids will not make our state more safe, but they will make it more expensive, and it will be a stain on all of us. In May, when we start harvesting strawberries after the toll of deportation raids and the psychological trauma inflicted on the Latino communities continue to fester, farms like us aren't going to have our usual labor. We've already been told there's going to be a shortage. I spoke with one farmer who's posted locally for jobs harvesting produce for 10 years, and he's never had a local person apply. He doesn't even know what he's going to do next year. The people being rounded up are hardworking individuals, not criminals, and the blunt force tactics are only meant to make people afraid. They're not targeted, they're biased against people who don't look like me. Many of the people affected are working on our farms, building our houses, constructing our roads. They're the hardest working people I know. They're humble and kind with actual family values. I believe a day of reckoning will come, but unfortunately not just for the people perpetuating this awful tragedy, but for us as a country for letting it happen. Have the day you voted for.
ICE arrested 81 people in 24 hours in North Carolina. Of those 81 people, 34% of them have no criminal charges. Their only charge is that they violated their immigration status and they shot a random bystander. So something to think about today. 11% of North Carolina's workforce is made up of immigrants. So when the GOP says that they care about the working class, let's remember this moment.
I mean, these people are just people trying to live their daily lives. They don't even have criminal charges. So why send them back when they don't even have something you're holding them for? Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So credit goes to the creators in this video. So guys, it's no longer news that ICE is in North Carolina and they are rounding up every Dick, Tom, and Harry, that seems to not look like a US citizen. Let's put it like that. And honestly, it's taking a toll on so many people. Businesses, schools, rounding up in churches, so many places, guys. And people are afraid, they are scared. And honestly, I feel that these people are just trying to make a living, right? Yeah, they might have come to the US illegally, but many of them have spent years in the US, no criminal charges, just living their everyday life. They already have children. Their children are US citizens. And when you deport the parents, now what happens to the children? Families are separated and so many ripple effects. Anyways, guys, I'm going to let this video play and I'll let you know what I think again at the end of the video. Please stay tuned.
Guys, we have a report. The ICE is on campus. Everybody inside. Doors closed. We're not letting anybody in.
You put up barricades.
I haven't said anything about what's going on in Charlotte and to the kids in Charlotte schools because I think I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed. I predicted this over a year ago, and I hate to say that nobody wanted to believe it, that ICE would be going into schools terrorizing children and terrorizing families, and we're here, and it's no less shocking. Even though I knew it was going to happen, it's no less shocking to see ICE agents tackling kids outside of the school, outside of their high school. It's no less shocking seeing them parked outside of daycares that provide care for refugees and immigrants. No surprise seeing them snatching parents out of pickup lines, and I don't really know what to do about it because there's no amount of discussion or debate or screaming that I could do in the streets or on this app that will make it stop. The school at the beginning of this video not only provides childcare and education services to these kids, but they also are gathering food donations for these parents because they are so scared to leave their house because of ICE presence in their neighborhood that they are running out of food to feed their kids inside their house. And you know what? These kids in Charlotte are not going to stand down to ICE. They staged a walkout, thousands of them, in fact, yesterday, from their schools in protest of ICE presence in their city. I know that I am no longer talking to MAGA Republicans about this. I'm no longer even trying to reach or address them because I've seen so many clips of people being interviewed saying, I truly do not care about these families being separated. I truly do not care about these kids. I promise I don't think they belong here, and I'm glad that they're being dragged out of their homes and dragged out of their schools and sent to countries where they weren't born. So at this point, I guess all I'm doing is trying to amplify the reality that we're still living in and connect with people that also care. maybe connect with people that are also feeling heartbroken, because I can't really watch this every day and stay silent just because I know the other side doesn't care.
Everybody is up in arms about this illegal immigration and what's going on with ICE. Here in North Carolina, ICE has stormed in and they've come into Charlotte, they've come into Raleigh, I believe, and they're out there scooping up these folks that have been breaking the law here in our country. They're here illegally, and many of them have not only broken our immigration laws again, but are also breaking the law on the street. They're criminals with criminal warrants out or whatever. And so everybody's all up in arms about this, and everybody's wanting, all these people wanting to run out and protest ICE and, F ICE and all this garbage. All of these so-called well-meaning people who think, oh, just leave the poor little immigrants alone. I think, number one, they need a lesson. An immigrant is a person who comes to the door, knocks, fills out the appropriate paperwork, and enters legally. That's an immigrant. An illegal is someone who sneaks in by the dark of night and is not supposed to be here. And one of the things that infuriates me about this the most is this fact. I want you to think about someone you know who did it right. Think about that person who came from Mexico or came from anywhere in Latin America, came from Africa or came from Asia and they did it right. They saved up their money. They filled out the appropriate paperwork. They went through the proper steps and channels to come here. You think about those folks. If we're cheating anybody in this situation, that's who we're cheating. We're not only cheating the American people out of not upholding law and order and keeping people who could quite possibly be dangerous out of our country. We're cheating the people who did it right. We're no longer rewarding people for following the law. We're now pushing to reward people who break the law. And that's dangerous, folks. So all you well-meaning people out there that think, oh, I should stop, arresting these people. They're just trying to find a better way of life. If you're trying to find a better way of life, you do it right. You do it right, and you come to the country right. And if you don't, you should have to pay the penalty for not doing it right. Because we owe it to the people who really immigrated to this country. The ones who waited in line, the ones that paid the fee, the ones that filled out the paperwork, the ones that did it right. We owe it to them. And we owe it to our country to continue to follow the law. So let me know what you think in the comments. Does that bother you about this? Or if there's something else that bothers you about it? Because I can tell you this right now, it's very disturbing to see folks in our country flying foreign flags, denigrating our law enforcement officers when all they're trying to do is make sure that people follow the law. Tell me what you think in the comments.
Well, sometimes I don't understand how some people, the way they view their thoughts or their perspective sometimes. Because all these people believe that, oh, these people came here illegally, they broke the law, they deserve deportation. And this view is common. Some believe that immigration must be controlled. They are saying that America already has problems, so undocumented people should not be given special treatment. And you're forgetting that these same undocumented people work their ass off every single day. They pay taxes. And some of them are even in the middle of getting their paperwork approved, right? Some of them have court dates. Some of them have work permits. Some of them even have US-born children. Others are long-time residents helping the community every single day. And yet, because you want to say rules are rules, the law is the law, because you are saying that if you allow illegal entry, more people will try to come, America will become unsafe, right? And these people believe deportation protects the country. They are saying that they are using social taxes without paying taxes. These people pay taxes, okay? And all this work that you are saying they are protecting American jobs, all these jobs, the American people do not want to do it. So we can see construction sites being abandoned, all these Asian businesses, or all these businesses that have all these workers, all of them are crying out loud and saying that their businesses are failing because all these people are scared to come to work because of the ICE rates. So we can see the loops and the lapses already, and American people do not want to do all these dirty jobs, so to say, and they are really jobs that are putting food on these people's table. They are paying taxes from it and all of that. And American people, most of them call it dirty jobs. That's why I said dirty jobs, because they are calling it dirty jobs, and they're saying they do not want to do those jobs, and those jobs are putting food on their table. I mean, anyone that does not steal and does something to put food for on a table or provide food for his or her family is a honorable person. No matter what you call the job, the person is a honorable person. So honestly, sometimes I don't know how these people think, or I really do not see it from this man's perspective. Anyways, guys, let me know how you see it. Do you believe these people deserve to be treated like this, or you feel otherwise? And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.